Yo, what's going on, everybody? Been a while. Derek here, back again. About to do some cold calling real quick. Um, welcome, welcome back. If you're already subscribed and have joined in on a few live sessions before, welcome for the first time. This is your first time. If it is your first time, just a quick introduction. My name is Derek, covering everything wholesaling real estate on the channel. Well, maybe not everything, but I'm constantly learning and kind of just taking you guys along the journey with me. So we do cover wholesaling real estate on this channel, specifically virtually wholesaling real estate, is that's what I'm doing, living in California, sourcing opportunity out in Houston, Texas. So if you are in the Houston, Texas market and would like to network, please feel free to reach out. You should be able to find my email somewhere on my YouTube channel. Or just hop in here on one of these live sessions. I go live pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. I took a little bit of a break since it was Christmas this past weekend, but looking to get back into the swing of things, gearing up for 2022. So if you do take anything away from this content, you enjoy the live streams, please do hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. We would love to have you join the little community that we're building here. Um, yeah, please feel free to bring any of your questions, comments, concerns, recommendations, suggestions to the chat. Um, like I said, by no means, or I tend to say this a lot, by no means did I start this channel for educational purposes, because I don't want to come across as a person who feels like he knows everything, right? Because I don't. To be transparent, I have done two virtual deals, my two first wholesale deals. If you want to kind of see those beginning to end, you can go to one of my playlists on my YouTube channel. I documented my first one specifically on its own playlist titled My First Wholesale Deal. So you can kind of walk through and see everything from beginning to end, me talking with the sellers, me talking with the tenant, which was his daughter in this case. Did a cash for keys with her. I hired some movers for her, got her all moved out. Um, what else? Conversations with my title company, conversations with my cash buyer. I might have done conversations with my JV partner, but I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, you can see it all the way up until the last day to where I got paid. So I thought that would be useful. That's kind of why I wanted to start the channel, in hopes of me being able to generate a lead and you guys be able to see it all the way from cold call to close. And I was able to do that pretty quickly, pretty soon after I started the channel. So I was grateful for that. Again, if you're wanting to watch it from A to Z, you can go check out that playlist. But again, this is not intended for to me to come across as, hey, I know what I'm doing and you don't. But in doing this, I have realized that since I have done two wholesale deals, there are people who are a few paces behind me. So if I can offer them any assistance or help them get their first wholesale deal, that'd be awesome. But really, this is intended to just kind of give you an over the shoulder view of what it is that I do every day, and how it is that I'm trying to scale the operation here. So um, I'm doing two forms of marketing up to this point, which is cold calling and texting. My first two deals were from cold calling, specifically. The first deal was a driving for dollars deal. I virtually drive for dollars. I also have a little mini playlist on my channel if you're wanting to know how I build out my virtual driving for dollars list. I just simply drive down Google Maps, and I do cross reference prop stream. So go check out that playlist if you're interested in learning how to build out your driving for dollars list virtually. And my second deal was just a list that I pulled from PropStream. I think I just caught the guy at a good time, wanted to pay some debt, take his wife on a vacation. So cashed him out something nice. I just saw the other day that my cash buyer listed it for something crazy. So I got that one. This is a little side note, but I got that one under contract for 75. Assigned it to my buyer for 83. Took down 8,000 assignment fee on that one, and I just saw he listed it for 150. And I don't even think he really did anything to the place. It was already in really nice shape. I think he just wholetailed it, meaning I think he just cleaned it up a little bit, maybe put a new fresh coat of paint on it, if that. I don't even know if he did that. The turnaround time was so quick. He might have. I don't know. But he just listed at 150, so he may take down something like 50,000 on that one. Less all the costs and stuff to close it and to borrow the money and all that. I think it's still made he still made good somewhere close to 50 on that one. So that'd be cool to see. That's really my objective here. The buyers are my clients, so glad that I was able to provide him with something that he could benefit off of so greatly. But anyways, this morning, kind of uh, just I've been dealing with a lot of admin issues. If you were on my last live stream, you'll know kind of what I'm talking about. But um, I have implemented texting as a form of marketing, like I mentioned. I'm still familiarizing myself with the texting platform, right? The whole objective in texting as a form of marketing is a lot more complex than somebody might think. The main objective is to try to be as human like as possible, right? So, not to send off 100 texts all at the same exact time. You want to send off, 10 every minute. You also don't want to include words that are being flagged by the carriers like AT&T or Verizon or whatever. So that's another thing, right? You want to make sure that you're excluding all of these words. So what I think happened was I in my texting marketing, I add them to a drip campaign. So if you're not familiar with that term drip campaign, it just means that they get texted once and then they're going to get texted again a few days later, and then a few days after that they're going to text it again, a week after that they're going to get texted again, and it's all hands free, right? I just add them to the campaign and then they're going to get hit automatically over the course of 20 days is my general just introductory campaign. But what I didn't realize was like my fourth or fifth text had some words in there that were being flagged as spam with the carriers. So I didn't realize until I reached out to support. Appreciate whoever dropped a like in here. If that's Drewby, let me know. Leave a comment so I know who I'm talking to, know who I need to tailor the content for. But yeah, the texting it threw me off. Right, I I got all my texts flagged as spam on I think Thursday. It was the 23rd, and then I realized actually that they had all been being flagged spam. That it had been going on for a while because I wasn't paying attention. So it flagged it with the carriers. So I had to do a bunch of stuff this morning to kind of reset everything. Right. So the problem was in the platform that I use, it can be flagged as spam, but it's still gonna get text sent out on that drip campaign. So and every text that gets sent out is costing me money. So I went through this morning individually and stopped the marketing for all of these people who were being I was being flagged as spam when I reached out to them. So I pushed all of them onto my cold call list. I'm just done with texting them. I'm gonna try to cold call them at a later date. But what else did I have to do? I wrote it all down here. I stopped the marketing for all those individual texts. I went into my campaign on that third or that fourth or fifth, whatever text it was, and I figured out I had the word options in there. Right. So when all this was happening a few days ago, I reached out to support. They kind of gave me a pre-templated response saying, "Hey, this is why it's going to be flagged with that error code. It's likely because you have some type of language in there that is suspicious or raises a red flag with AT&T or Verizon." And one of the words was options. And my text said something like, uh, you know, maybe a cash offer doesn't work for you. Let me know. We have a few options available. So I think that was the word that kind of triggered it. But just to be safe, I went through every single text. I think there's like 6 or 7 texts that get sent out again over the course of 20 days. And I just went through and I kind of rephrased everything. Anything that kind of raised suspicion to me or was, close enough to the words or the phrases that were on that list that's the support team had provided to me. I made sure that I just switched it up. So I kind of reworded all my campaigns this morning, still saying the same thing essentially. Hey, do you want to sell your house? But just kind of have to do it in a creative manner so that you're asking the same thing, but you're not simply saying, hey, do you want a cash offer on your house? Because that's going to automatically get flagged as spam. So instead, I say, hey, have you thought about parting ways with? your address, just an example, same question, different wording to it. Um, I got new phone numbers in my Twilio. I made sure that that number, there's only, luckily, there's only one number that was being flagged. And I have four phone numbers. So all I did was remove that one number from the campaign. I'm going to hold on to this number and pay for it for another month, um, just in case anybody who I've previously texted off of this phone number ends up wanting to text me back. I may even hold on to it for a few months, right? The idea just being that maybe I texted somebody off that number saying, "Hey, do you want to offer on your house?" And they never responded, or they said no. But maybe 2, 3 months down the line, they think to themselves, you know what, I really do need to sell. Let me reach out to that person who texted me 2 months ago. Not saying that that's going to happen all the time, but the numbers are like $2 a month or something like that. So it's really no big deal for me to just hold on to it for another couple months just in case. But at one point, I'm just going to get rid of that number. But I did get some new phone numbers. I double checked all my numbers in my dialer to ensure that they were not being flagged as robocallers, which is how Call Tools refers to it as. None of them are. So I think I'm good there. Um, and yeah, I think that, and then I just went through all my conversations and made sure that I properly dispositioned all of my texting to make sure that they were placed in the right buckets in terms of follow up. People who have let me know that they weren't interested. I remove those people from my dialer as well, so I don't end up calling them after they've just texted me saying they're not interested. So I was just doing a lot of maintenance, a lot of administrative stuff this morning. Um, so I just want to hop on right now and start padding the stats a little bit and get some calls up. Appreciate anybody who's hopping in here. Do me a favor, hit that like button before you leave. If you like it. If not, that's cool with me too. YouTube took that dislike button off, so it's all good. I think maybe I can see it, but you guys can't, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Pulling the script out. Keep it handy. Although I don't really even look at it anymore, to be quite honest. I just go off of like kind of gut feel. Now that I've gotten a little bit more comfortable on phones. I mean, I have templated responses, and you'll hear that when people ask me, the same questions like how much or no or not right now. Where'd you get my number? I do have. That's kind of my first page here is just responses to all of those typical responses right out of the gate. But then after that, just kind of freestyle it, which I know isn't the best. But I more so freestyle the cold call. And I'm cool with freestyling the cold call just to gauge interest and pre-qualify. As long as I'm asking the right questions and getting the answers that I need to consider them a lead or not. I was getting ready to put quotations on that, but it's either a lead or it's not. Um, so when it comes to actually following up and trying to close the deal, then I will go back to the script a little bit to make sure that I'm taking care of every single point, and I'm kind of setting the call up so that the seller can be closed. Right? I feel like it needs to be formatted and structured a little bit more when it comes to actually closing the deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this driving for dollars list. You know what I'm gonna call? I'm gonna call this recent list that I bought. Actually, it's hot zip codes 60 plus. So these owners should be 60 plus years of age and absentee owned, meaning they don't actually live in the property. This is a second property of theirs, third property. It's just a property that they own and don't live in, and in all likelihood is probably a rental for them. So they have tenants in there. So the idea and the idea behind the motivation that could possibly be in this list is they're older, not really wanting to play landlord anymore. They're not wanting to deal with tenants anymore, and they're just looking to sell the property. So that's what I'm hoping for here. I just got to go through and activate this because it's been a while. Or I don't think I've ever actually called this list. I've only ever texted it. So I'm gonna call off 3 lines to start. I know that's something else that I've kind of been going back and forth with is how many lines I want to dial off of. Oh, I think 3 is appropriate. All right. Refresh this real quick. Have prop stream pulled up in a separate tab just in case I want to run some quick comps. Fucking freezing over here. All right. It's not okay. There it goes. All right, this list is 910 long. And again, this is the first time I'm calling it, so I should get a lot of actually wrong numbers. So it may not be too eventful, but keep your fingers crossed for me. Drop a like for me. Wish me some good luck. That I at least talk to the right people. All right, here we go. I'm all bundled up in this blanket. It's freezing in here. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Leonardo?
Yes.
Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Calmbrook Court.
Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to give you a quick call and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there. You ever considered selling?
No. It's making money.
Understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the moment?
No, I'm not selling right now.
No. Okay. You think in the near future of any of the other properties?
Uh, no, those will be my retirement income, so no.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
Okay, thank you.
Have
Bye.
a good one. Bye. He said it's making money. So again, it's a rental for him. He probably has tenants in there who are paying him money every month. So the stress of being a landlord to him isn't greater than the money that it's bringing him every month. So
God, I'm so tired of this apartment.
I'm making calls right now, just so you know. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Tunson?
You have wrong number.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yep. It's not facing you. Hello?
See?
Hi, is this Mr. Ward?
No, you wrong number, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Michael?
Who's calling?
Hi, this is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Scenic Green Drive.
Oh, this is not for sale.
Oh, okay, completely understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider? Not interested. Contact next. You always want to try to squeeze that last question in. I try to squeeze it in not so quickly because then it's just gonna be like, oh, it's super scripted. But um, you're gonna want to squeeze that last question in. It's like I feel like I generate more leads off of properties that I'm not even calling about than the ones that I'm actually calling on, just by asking if they have any other property. You'd be surprised how many people say, "Yeah, you know what? Now that you ask." I got this other one over here. Dialing off of 3 numbers just doesn't seem like enough now. Feels like there's a lot of downtime in between phone calls. Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, Curtis.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random here, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Chenault Road.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Just wanted to give you a quick call and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there. You ever considered selling?
Yeah. I think you and I've talked before. Yeah, I would.
Oh, is that right? I might have mixed something up here then. Did you have a number in mind that you'd be hoping to get for that one?
Probably 125.
Okay. All right. And is it currently being rented out, or do you live there?
Yeah, it's rented. It's rented. I have rent houses.
Okay. All right. Did you have a moment? I just would need to learn a little bit about the condition, or have we talked on the phone before, or were we going back and forth?
Yeah, I think we have, but go ahead.
No, yeah, okay. And I caught you at a good time. I just don't want to. I want to make sure that I'm being respectful.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
All right. So I'm taking a look here just to be sure. It looks like 3 bedroom, 1 bath, just shy of 1,000 square feet here.
That's about right.
Okay. And what can you tell me just generally about the condition? Have any updates been made in recent years?
Yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. The slab is leveled or
Mhm.
re-leveled, and new flooring, new kitchen cabinets. The bathroom's decent. It's been redone, and let's see what else. Um, we're putting on a new roof this week.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that uh, I'll have to take a look at the price. But anyway, yeah, the roof on it's a little bit flaky, but yeah, I'm fixing that here
Okay.
real soon.
Okay. You
Probably
said
start on it tomorrow.
nice, very good. You said the bathrooms were decent. When's the last time you think you updated those there?
Oh gosh, quite a while ago. Probably yeah, 10, 12 years ago.
Okay. And those kitchen cabinets you say you put in, were those recent?
Yeah, well, I had done it about 3, 4 years ago, and
Okay.
the tenants that were in there screwed up. Probably about 3 of the bottoms,
Oh,
and I
okay.
just put in new ones rather than try and fix them.
Okay.
So everything would look nice,
Gotcha.
and new countertop also.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Does it have central AC over there?
No, it doesn't. It's got wall units. They're built into the wall rather than the window. They're window
Right.
ACs, but yeah, that's what I use.
Okay. And did you run into, this is something that I've been asking, did you run into any recent issues with the snowstorm, with the plumbing or electrical or anything like that?
Uh, no,
That's good.
the electrical's been updated. The plumbing's been updated. Uh, you know, so that stuff is in pretty good shape. Trying to think. Yeah,
Yeah. How long have the tenants been in there?
these particular ones, probably about 4 or 5 months. They just moved in not too long ago, and they've been good.
That's good.
Yeah, they're good tenants. Paying $1,300 a month. So
Okay. And they are, I'd assume, on an annual lease on that. You said you're 4
yeah,
or 5
right.
months
Yeah,
in.
they are. Yeah,
Okay.
I think they moved in maybe September, October. I'm not real sure, but anyway, they've been there a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And just out of curiosity, now, how long have you owned the property?
Oh God, that's one of my older ones. Probably since 86, 87. So
Oh,
that makes
wow.
it what, 14 plus 21. Yeah, about 35 years.
35 years. Now, after 35 years, out of curiosity again, what's prompting you to want to sell it here?
Money.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's why I usually sell my stuff is money. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The most obvious reason, of course.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Money's good, and then whatever. Yeah, I'd hope to sell this before the end of the year, but it ain't gonna happen. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
unless you're walking around with $100 bills falling out of your pocket,
Hey, I
so
wish, but we got some cash on hand, but we would likely get a like a hard money loan or something to close on this or any other
oh,
properties that we're
okay.
taking a look
So
at.
okay, so you don't have the money, you'd have to get the financing.
Yeah. Well, we have money, but we like to use a little bit of leverage so that we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No, that's real risky.
Right. Right. How long you been thinking about selling this one? You say you're wanting to sell it at the end of the year. Is this kind of a recent thought that you've been having, or?
Shit, I guess for the last 35 years.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Well, I mean, you wanted to know, so now you know.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
I
I
mean,
know now.
it's kind of like, and if you call me 35 for years from now, if I still have it, I'll still sell it to you. Shit.
For the money, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah, right, yeah, right. I don't know you that well.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. No, I got you. I got you. All right.
So
Well.
we're in the process also. These people want to, the garage is attached.
Mm,
Probably going to make that into a man cave or maybe a fourth bedroom with a bath.
right.
We're putting a roof on that. Right now it has a flat roof, but we're going to put, you know, we're going to frame up a roof,
Mm-hmm.
and because flat roofs are not too well, whatever, they're good for garages, but
Right. Right.
they're not too good if somebody wants to live there.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's not all the leaks and stuff, just too much trouble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Yeah. I was
the price keeps going up every time I fix something. I'm
right.
probably going to pour a driveway and then redo that garage driveway and concrete. Everything would be, really nice.
Yeah, and
And
I was gonna
it'll
say.
probably bump the price up to about 140. So,
Yeah, I was
I
gonna. I
mean,
mean, with you
you know,
putting
if
in
you,
all this
you
money and
dilly dally around, you're going to get a lot nicer house.
yeah, and
But there's a catch to that.
I'll be honest
You
with you.
know,
So my partner
you
and
know what
myself,
that is.
we are looking to pick
Uh,
something up. Where we can build in the equity ourselves. Doing the value adds and the
well, I've
renovations.
been trying to sell this that way because it needs some repairs. But it's in good shape, and
Right.
the tenants are paying 1,300, and they're pretty flexible. It's not often you can have your cake and eat it too, where
Right.
you're getting $1,300 a month, and you can work on the house while you're collecting money.
Right.
That's
Right.
kind of a nice. Usually, you have this dead weight that you're fixing, and you know, it's costing you every month,
Yeah.
and then you're having to put money into it,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
so
Yeah, and I was
um,
gonna ask, have you considered maybe just listing it on market since you're doing all the work and putting all the money into it, you definitely be able to get top dollar if listed it on market.
well, not yet, but yeah. So maybe a year from now,
Mm-hmm.
shit, maybe it'll be listed for 140 or 50,000. So
Right, right,
and then no telling. I don't know.
right,
It's
right.
I mean, it's whatever it is, what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've got I've got several other houses. I haven't owned them as long as this one, but this is the one that I was kind of focusing on selling. I sold another one It closed on about a week or 10 days ago.
Oh,
Actually,
okay,
one of
okay.
my houses,
So this
similar to this one.
Yeah, this is the one where it's you're debating whether or not you want to put in the money to fix it up or possibly just sell it
No,
as
no,
is.
no, no. I don't debate that shit. If it needs a roof, I put a roof on it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I mean, it's particularly roofs. Maybe something optional like new windows. I might think about it.
Right,
Say,
right.
well, I don't really want to spend 10,000 right now. I think I'll just keep it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, and it's cash flowing. Why
But
not?
if you have to put a roof on, you don't want to. Because I've had roofs before that have been problems. The tenants will only put up with so much shit, and then they move.
Right,
So
right,
I
right.
don't want that to happen.
Exactly, exactly.
And I
Now,
got my own crews. I got all these you know Jake leg roofers that are out there charging
check. Can you hear me? Can you
insurance
hear me?
rate prices,
This guy's
and
just
they
talking.
don't have a goddamn
He's not really even motivated,
they have no
but I'm trying to
bond
be
or
respectful.
workman's comp or
He's just
they have nothing, and they come out there with their crew, and
right,
so the insurance is all on you. So
right,
you know
right, right.
it's really whatever. They're all experts, and and they know what they're doing,
Of course, yeah.
but if something happened to one of them, all the shit would come down right on your head.
Right.
Uh, so anyway,
Yeah,
but
that makes sense. Well, let me tell you, or let me ask you. I know you had mentioned, but I want to see if this makes any difference. With us being able to come in and close on it with cash, we'd be able to cover the closing costs and all that good stuff, and we could make it really as smooth of a transaction as possible for you, really hands free. We can even start coordinating with the tenant ourselves if that's something that you're comfortable with. But I know you mentioned
yeah.
120, but with all of those things and us being able to buy it as is that negotiable at all?
Well, yeah, it was, but I'm putting a roof on. Probably starting tomorrow, so you're a little bit late.
Just missed you.
You
Yeah.
could have bought it and put a roof on it. That would have been a nice deduct. That
Right.
knocked off $5,000-10,000, but I'll raise it 5 or 10. So, and I did. The price I bumped the price up to what
120.
125,
Hmm.
and I was asking 120. But
Gotcha.
anyway,
Gotcha.
so
Okay.
anyway, it's a little bit more, but 5,000 for a new bed. That's pretty much yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it costs.
Yeah. Good deal. Yeah. All right. So this is what I'd like to do, if this is all right with you. If I could, it sounds like you're gonna go forward with putting the roof on regardless, right? So, you know,
Uh, yeah, yeah. If you were standing out there with a shitload of money and a contract, I'd probably cancel the roof.
right, right. Yeah.
We're quite a long ways from there.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be pulling up to the house with a bag of hundreds tomorrow. So
Yeah, and then and then they got all these lies, that they tell people, and you know, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to buy your house, and the checks in the mail, and
yeah,
what is it? I
exactly.
love you, and well, shit. There's a few others.
Right, exactly. And I try to be as honest as possible, and that's why I
No,
asked.
I understand. I'm just joking with you.
No, I know, I
Anyway,
got you, and that's why I was gonna say, I'd like to stay in touch. At the current moment, I just, to be honest, don't think that it'd be the best fit. Only because again, we are looking for something where we can do the value add and build in the equity ourselves, and
yeah. Well, this is the shabbiest of the houses I own.
mhm,
So anyway, but
gotcha.
it's going to be nice. Give you another. Yeah, by this time next year, it'll be up there with the rest of them. And I
Right,
charge top dollar, pretty much top market. And then I usually don't sell to flippers or wholesalers. They just, yeah,
right. Yeah, it makes
they
sense.
don't understand. All they can think about is, well, what can we get that tenant out of there, and
Right.
blah blah blah, and whatever, and is it on a month to month? Uh, you know, the people that are serious buyers that buy it with the tenant in and leave
Yeah,
them
yeah,
in. I mean that's shit.
yeah.
It's a a rent house is probably one of the best damn investments you can make.
Right.
And if you look at all the stuff, I mean, you got an asset that's increasing in value all the time, and it's producing income, and that's increasing over time,
Right.
and it's paying you money,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're sitting there collecting money while it increases in value.
Jared, this is just a random cold
That's
call. He's
you know
talking my ear off. Yeah, that makes
that's even,
sense. That makes sense. And that's why I
no, I mean
say,
it's even better than common stock that pays it. Maybe a 40-cent dividend every 6 months or a year.
oh yeah, a little bit better than that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
quite a bit better actually. But anyway,
so what I'd like to do, I'd like to run my numbers. I hear your asking price, and it seems fair for what you're looking for and the condition of it, and with your expectations there. So I'd like to,
yeah,
take a
well,
moment, do my homework, see if I can come close to that, and if I can, I'd love to give you
yeah.
a call back. If
Well, if
that's all right.
you're good at arithmetic and you're buying rent houses, your net your operating income is 1,300.
Right,
That
right,
makes it about $145,000 house right there
right,
at the current rent. So
right.
I mean, without any, that's just like doing the numbers in your head,
Yeah. Right. Just the quick math.
and
Yeah.
you know the the people, and then I've discounted what it should be because of the condition. So
Right.
it's 125, not 145.
Right. I got you.
I got some of my others that are all fixed up that are priced at 145 or 150.
I'm there.
So
I'm gonna hang up
whatever,
on this guy.
and those would be pretty much complete rehab
Right.
with new everything, new siding, new windows, slab levels, new electric, new plumbing. This one here, it's going to needs a little bit of this and that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I hear you. So is it
I
all
don't
right
know.
if after I do my
Once
homework and
that driveway is put in, because it's about a 50-foot driveway from the street
oh wow.
and in the garage, so it's gonna that's gonna be another chunk, and you're probably talking, I'm not even sure, around 10,000, 10 to 12 to do that.
Hmm.
Put all that in and then finish the garage. But anyway,
Well, hey, I
and
appreciate
if
you
you
taking
hurry up, you can do all that.
yeah, and I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me, Curtis, about this one. If I
No, it's fine. I like to talk to people. I'm a
hey, me too.
bullshitter. But anyway,
Me too.
it's all right.
If I'm able to come up to that 125, I'm gonna be sure to give you a call back if that's all right with you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's fine. Or if you call real quick and we're getting ready to put the roof on, we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
even take 5 off of it and come up with 120 or whatever.
Right. Okay. I'll keep
You know,
that in mind.
you really feel you really want to spend the time and money putting a roof on.
Yeah.
If you got your own crew, you could probably save a couple thousand
Right.
bucks on that.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
but
All right.
if you use all these uh, Spanish roofers, it might cost you a little extra.
Right. I got you. All right. Well, Curtis,
All
again, I
right.
appreciate it. I hope you have a good day. Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right. Bye
Goodbye.
now. My goodness. I wonder how long that call was. 20 minutes? Shit, that's too much, man. I don't know what the hell he's even talking about anymore. I got a little rude at the end because I just wanted I just let him sit in his silence. You heard me just not say anything back, and he's yeah, well, he was like thinking of something else to say. Didn't realize he doesn't pick up on the social cue of like, oh, he's not talking anymore. It's not. I mean, I'll run the. I'm gonna mark him not interested. I'll run the comms. I ran him when I was talking to him. I wasn't gonna be able to do 120. I'm trying to. The highest sold in the area went for 190. This was 4/10 of a mile away. Different subdivision, but kind of in the same general area. That one had an extra bath, 200 extra square feet. So that puts our ARV right about 160. Ours is a little bit slightly bigger lot, but 5 years older. I think ARV on this is like 160 tops. Let's look at this other one, 188. This one sold for back in October. This one has an extra half bath. Let's just call ours 180. It has an extra 100 square feet. Call ours 170. Smaller lot, 5 years newer. Maybe 170 if you want to be generous. But this one that I'm looking at crosses a major road and is about 5/10 of a mile away. So I mean, what did I just say? 170 if you wanted to be really uh aggressive with it, optimistic. I would be, my max. I would be looking at um like 115, 120. I'd be where he's at, less repairs. And he's talking about all that stuff that he's getting ready to do, which leads me to believe that it's necessary to be done. It doesn't have central AC, that alone. Um, he's putting on a new roof. He says that the bathroom would need work. There is, what did I say, one bathroom that needs to be redone. The kitchen sounds like it got remodeled within recent years. I don't know how good. Um, so I mean, it would probably be like a medium rehab for a place that's under 1,000 square feet. So you might get away with like a 20 to 30,000. You know, call it 30,000 just to play it safe because it does need the bathroom remodeled. It needs new AC installed. He was talking about repaving the driveway, garage, landscaping, uh, new roof. The new roof's being put on, so you know. Anyways, I still think he'd call it about 30,000. I would need to be at like 85, 95 max if I wanted to take a cut on my fee. Definitely can't go over 100 though. That's for sure. Low key trolling you, wants to waste your time. That's what I was thinking, J-Leb. I swear I was thinking that when I was on the phone with him, like halfway through the conversation. I was like, this guy's messing with me. But I don't think he was. Probably need to lock it up at 100, Jared. Yeah, I would max 100. I think would give me a very, 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 very tiny assignment fee. I would do it, but I would need him to come off his price, not increase it. And he just is increasing his price. He increased his price from 120 to 125 over the course of our conversation. He told me 120 in the beginning of our conversation, knowing that he was getting ready to put a roof on tomorrow. And then when I asked if it was negotiable, he said, yeah, well, I've already raised it to 125 because of the new roof. And I thought to myself, what the hell? You were saying 120. But yeah, that's not even just offer him though you never know. Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be sure about my numbers. I may give him a call back in a little. I'm not gonna be able to close on the property by tomorrow. Um, he said he wanted to close before the end of the year, which is in 3 days, the end of this week, essentially. I may be able to do it, but I would need it at a decent enough price where I could get cash offers sight unseen. Um, if he took the pictures for me, if I may be able to get somebody out there before the end of the day. But again, all that's just very optimistic, and I'm not trying to break my neck just to get this guy going. I can see in prop stream that he does own 9 properties. Um, one of them is vacant. It's listed as vacant, but he says this one is the worst condition. Um, anyways, I'm just gonna move on to the next here. I'm not even gonna run comps. I'm not gonna follow up with them. I'm gonna mark them not interested, to be quite honest. Like you were saying, I think I probably could have thrown a number out there just to see, but I mean, he was pretty adamant about his his asking price. That's what I was trying. I was trying to transition into that, Jared, by asking him if it was negotiable. I wanted to see if he would lower his price before I threw out my anchor price. And in fact, he went the other way and he increased his price. So I'm just gonna mark him not interested. Move on to the next. Good little warm up conversation though. It got my blood flowing. Got me, talking shop, but not motivated. I'm looking for somebody who needs to sell. My question to him was, "Why are you selling?" And he said, "Money." So that says it all. And he also said that we've talked, which I hate. That's again why I try my best. I don't think I've talked to him though. I would have remembered. I would have remembered not only him but his last name. It's a very unique last name. Maybe we did, and I'm just losing it. And he specifically said he doesn't like selling to flippers or wholesalers. He wants top dollar. He wants what it's worth with whoever's buying it, not needing to make any profit off of it. 140 is probably 125 is probably what it's worth in its current condition right now. But for somebody to buy it with cash, cover all the fees, cover all the costs, flip it, pay the commissions, and profit off of it, there's no room. So, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Raphael.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random here, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on San Benito Drive. He hung up after I asked about the property. To me, that was Raphael. I'm driving for dollars right now. That's what I'm talking about. Jared running it up. I've been running it up a little bit on the driving for dollars. I'm taking a step back. I'm really just kind of using these next few days to reset. Um, Anybody who wasn't in here when I started the stream, I spent all this morning correcting all my like administrative issues with my texting. Got a new number, reworded all my campaigns. Um, went through and stopped the marketing on all the people that got flagged, kicked back an error code. So I've really just been trying to reset and uh, you know focus on how I'm going to start the next year. Also taking a step back, and been kind of working outside of real estate a lot more so that I can be sure that I'm able to pay the bills. I got my buddy in here. His name's Drew. He's afraid to ask questions though. He thinks you guys are too intimidating. He's new to wholesaling. I turned him on 2 days ago, and he's interested. But he's texting me his questions. I told him. Hello?
Yes, can I help you?
Hi there. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I have the right number. Hopefully.
I don't think you do.
All right. Thanks for your time.
All right, bye.
Hello? Jared, driving areas you haven't been. Yep. Went for those bandit signs. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, the way you consistently drive around, driving for dollars, it seems like bandit signs will be a good channel for you. It's clear that you don't have any resistance to driving around and getting in the thick of things in the neighborhood. So interested to see how that plays out for you. Every time I see you're pretty much driving for dollars. So one deal away from changing our lives. I'm saying. I need everybody to give Drew B a hard time in the chat. Say, don't be afraid, man. Ask your questions. Say, it's all right. Derek's a nice guy. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Ortiz?
What? Hello?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I have the right number. Hopefully you can help me out. I was looking for the owner of a property on Gatewood Avenue.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
All right, thank you.
I know. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Thorpe?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes?
Hi, is this Miss Thorpe?
Yes?
Hi, this is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Daphne Street.
It's not for sale.
Oh, okay, completely understand. While I have
Okay.
you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the moment?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
Okay.
Bye now. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Mr. Call?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Caroline Oaks Court.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick call and wanted to see if you'd ever consider an offer on your property there. You ever considered selling?
Nope.
No, okay, completely understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the moment?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
No, okay. All right, I appreciate you taking the call.
Have a good day.
You too. My guys. My guy said the Spanish roofers. Come on, man. Let's get it. What's going on, bro? Running it up. Running it up. Like turbo. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Elvin?
This is Elvin, yes.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Twin Falls Road.
No, that's sold. I gave that to my son, sir.
Oh, okay. While I have you, would you happen to have any other property you might consider selling at the moment?
No, sir.
No, okay. All right, I appreciate you taking the call.
You're welcome.
Bye now. I think both of those past recent conversations is just a perfect example of how your energy really dictates how the conversation is going to go.
One moment, and we will transfer your call directly over to.
Everybody starts cold calling, or they're under the assumption that people are going to curse them out, or it's going to be a very unpleasant conversation. Mind you, that stuff does happen regardless of how you act, but really, just I hope that I'm a good representation of, if you bring that positivity to the phone call, regardless of how they're acting, it's almost like you're demanding respect. I'm gonna give it to them regardless, and people feel obligated and inclined to repay the favor, even if they don't want to, right? Some of you guys who have been on here for a while, I'm sure I've heard phone calls of mine where people, start off really rude or loud or aggressive, and then when I keep my positive tone, soft spoken voice, and let them know that I appreciate them taking the phone call, people end up wishing you a good day after. Hello?
Stay touch.
Hi, I'm sorry. I think I dialed the wrong number here. I just hang up and laugh. Yeah, exactly. I mean, for sure. Uh, Nothing to get hung up on about, nothing to get caught up in about, people being overly rude or aggressive. It's part of it, right? But for the people who are kind of on the fence and have the potential to be rude to you, um, you can very easily push them in the direction of being respectful by demanding it, and you demand it by giving it. Is what I found. It's very hard to curse somebody out or be rude at them when they're on the other end of the phone saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I appreciate you taking the call. Have a good day." You know, you just make it a lot harder for them to be rude to you. How's your guys' Christmas? Everybody have a good Christmas? Good holidays? If you don't celebrate Christmas, the questions are coming, says Andrew Flores. That's what I'm talking about. Bring them, Drew. There's no silly questions, especially knowing that you have really no knowledge on it. So ask even the most basic questions. I know a lot of it's going over your head already, so
Hello.
hey, Walter.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Southridge Street.
No, it's not for sale.
Completely understand. While I have you, would you happen to have any others you might consider selling at the moment?
That one's not for sale.
Okay, you don't have any others you might consider selling?
You don't have anything for sale, sir.
All right, thanks for taking the call. Couldn't really hear him, and he cut me off when I asked, so it ended up turning a little bit disrespectful there, but that was not my intention. So yeah, what's up, man? So I just now dialed through 100 properties. I've probably been dialing for a little under like 45 minutes, dialing off of 3 lines, and I talked to that guy for like 20 minutes unnecessarily. So not the strongest contact rate, although I feel like I have gotten. Hello,
Hello?
hi, is this Miss Geary?
Gary Construction?
Oh, I'm sorry, I think I dialed the wrong number here.
Okay, no problem.
Or did I dial the right number? I just got them at work. I didn't realize that she just said Geary Construction. All I heard was construction. That was my mistake. Although, I mean, I try not to get people at their place of work, regardless of if it's independently owned, but it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Um, Now I'm just curious. I wonder if they're like in the mix and own a bunch of properties. They own their own construction company, but they likely, in all honesty, probably wouldn't um, sell to me as a wholesaler. Well, they only have 2 properties. I'll just put that one back through and call it again. Yeah, so I just hit 100 properties. Yeah, it goes much slower when you're dialing off of 3 lines as opposed to like 4 or 5. Tell you what. And I feel like I have been getting a hold of a decent amount of people. This is the first time I'm calling through this list too, so the contact rate will be higher, both with true contacts of people I'm looking to get a hold of and wrong numbers. So it's always eventful when you call through a list for the first time. Started a little Discord channel. I haven't built it out yet, but I'll uh I'll share that with you guys maybe tomorrow or the next day. By the end of the week, I'm trying to have it like the bones set up enough where I'm comfortable bringing some people on there. I mean, it's really not going to be that big of a deal regardless. I just want another place for us to maybe connect while I'm offline. Hello?
What?
Hi, is this Mr. Porter?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Sorry, I know this is a bit random, but I was calling about a property I believe you own on Ashleyville Road.
Number, tell all your friends. None of my properties for sale.
Okay, completely understand. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. You see, he wanted to be rude. But what can you say to I appreciate you taking the call. But yeah, I think the real motive behind wanting to get a Discord set up is so that I can so that all of us can really connect while I'm off stream, right? Just get like some type of a little group chat going since we are building out a little bit of a community. But the only way we can really connect is when I get on live stream. So I want to build out that Discord. I want to have like a resources channel in it that I can maybe share my scripts with you guys, my contracts, just get a general, maybe Q&A channel in there. I can do my best to answer any of you guys' questions. And I say do my best again because I'm not a pro in this, but if they're basic enough, I'll be able to help you out or at least point you in the right direction. a wholesale wins channel I want to set up so that you can bring your closed deals there and we can celebrate your wins with you. What else did I want to do? Um, oh, and maybe get some voice channels up there too in case anybody wants to ever hop on and like role play cold calls, um, so that you guys can start connecting via voice as well. What's up? I just got call tools. Nice, nice, unlimited. How's it treating you? I know it's a pretty big learning curve, so be patient with it. Christmas was lit. Good to hear. Good to hear, Droogie. Try to start a Discord. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you just hopped in, but that's what I'm doing. I just built one out. I just am waiting to build it out a little bit more before I start inviting people to it. But I got it all set up. I mean, I might as well just share it with you guys. I don't know how I'd be able to do that right now, but I'll share it with you guys over the next, before the end of the week. I'll get that to you guys so that you can hop in.
I'm not available.
Try to get one more contact in. I've been kind of on the cusp of hopping off for a while because I gotta go tend to the dog. But hello.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, go home. Let's take the year off. Goodbye.
Okay. I think that was him. I just don't know how to dispo that. I didn't understand anything he just said, so I'm just gonna mark it no contact, and I'm gonna hop off on that note. I don't know what the hell that was. I think he was just trying to be funny. But boom. Let me give you guys some quick stats on that session. Nothing crazy, obviously. 336 total dials, 27 human connections. Out of the 27, 7 were abandoned. Now, see, I don't know with call tools. I know with Mojo, it was very visible, right? If you were dialing off of 3 lines and you were on the phone with the person on line 1 and somebody else picked up on line 2, it would play the little message and then it would stop dialing off of that line and the other line. Like, it didn't keep dialing off of the lines that you weren't on after you missed a couple of phone calls. But I don't know if Call Tools does that. I would hope that it does. I just don't want it to continue calling people as I'm sitting on the phone with this other guy who's talking my ear off. But it says that 8 phone calls were abandoned, almost 30%, which again is on a higher end, but I don't think I really took too much time. I was only dialing off of 3 lines. You know, maybe I should have done 2. This was again the first time that I'm calling through this list. Maybe I should have done 2. That was always my goal, but 2 just didn't sound like enough, especially in the beginning when it was really not picking up the pace at all. So 8 people during that session picked up the phone and I was not there to say anything and they hung up before the dialer connected me. So that seems pretty high. And I think that it's probably because I was sitting on the phone with that other guy for so long. And it leads me to believe that Call Tools is just continuing to dial on these lines, regardless of whether or not I'm on the other line or on another line with somebody else. So I don't know. 28 humans and 8 of them got abandoned. It just seems high to me. I really don't like to see that. I wish that it, I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping though. So 340 outbound calls, 121 were connected, 28 of them were human, 88 of them were a machine that the dialer picked up on and did not connect me to it. It connected me to 1 voicemail that I tagged voicemail. So out of the 28 humans, I talked to the right person 10 times. 2 of them I marked no contact. 7 of them were wrong numbers, and 8 of them were abandoned. So that kind of gives you that synopsis right there of how that session went. 340 dials, 28 connections to humans. Of those 28, 10 of them were the right people. So pretty, and that was over the course of like 50 minutes. Oh no, just about an hour. Like 55 minutes. 10 contacts, 55 minutes. That's pretty average. Pretty average. Especially for me dialing through the first time. Had I not connected with that other guy and wasted a bunch of my time, I probably could have gotten another 5, 6 contacts up, even if it was a uh, even if it was a long conversation, an actual lead that led into a conversation. Even with my leads, even with the leads that I'm generating through cold calling, they don't even take that long. I get through my script and it's over with. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7, 8 tops with a lead that I'm generating off of cold calling. I just gather the information and then I either make an offer if it seems like they're hot enough, or I try to toss an alley oop to myself and schedule a follow up phone call. I should be able to pre qualify and do one of those two things within the first 7, 8 minutes. And that guy, I swear, I talked to him for 20 minutes, and I knew it wasn't going to turn into anything right away, and I was just trying to be respectful. Maybe I just need to be I need to put my foot down a little bit firmer with those type of people. Um, but I just try not to burn bridges and stuff. But he got the idea towards the end of the conversation. But 10 contacts, a little less than an hour. I think it could have easily been like a 20 contact hour. Not only would I have connected with more people, but I would have connected with the people who abandoned, right? So even if I connected with the 8 people that abandoned and I had 0% abandon rate, I would have connected with 18 people in the hour. So it is what it is. 10 contacts. Like I said, today wasn't, it hasn't been for a while. And I know that. I haven't been really having the time to hop on the dialer for hours like I want to be. After implementing texting, it's texting really took a lot of my time familiarizing myself with the software and figuring out the most time efficient way to manage everything within my texting platform, and also calling. And I think that I've now been able to do that, especially like I said, after I dealt with all the admin stuff this morning. I'm very confident in just starting to dump data into my texting software and just letting it go autopilot. I don't feel the need to have to be in there manually as much as I was anymore. So I may even, and to be honest, it's not even as interesting to you guys for me to be texting anyways. So moving forward, I think that I'm not going to send out any more texts for the rest of the year. I'm going to wait until the beginning of next year, which is just like next week, next Monday. I'm going to try to get out some more texts. Stick to the same plan, like send out text Mondays and Tuesdays. But it's going to be something where I probably am just going to do it in the background while I'm cold calling. That way, you guys get the content of me cold calling. You can hear the seller, you can hear me. That's beneficial, in my opinion. And then anything warm or hot that pops up through texting, I'll maybe pause the dialer and then give you an update, verbally of what something, maybe a lead that was generated through text. But it's definitely something that I'm no longer going to be doing. I'm not going to be having specific live streams tailored for SMS marketing, text blasting, um, because a majority of it is just me dispoing them, saying not interested, not interested, not interested, DNC, DNC, don't call these people, not interested, follow up with them maybe, right? But a majority of it is obviously them just saying no and me just dispoing it. So I can do that while I'm cold calling. That way you guys get the benefit of the cold calling content and aren't just having your time wasted by me saying, this person said they're not interested. This person said they're not interested through text. So I'm gonna no longer do that until I'm able to implement some streaming software. So that way you guys can at least see what I'm doing. I know that there probably is benefit in seeing what I'm doing on the texting platform, but right now, since you can't see it, it's pretty useless, I think. So uh, that's my thoughts moving forward, and that will allow me to also cold call a lot more. because I haven't been doing both at the same time because I've been narrating the texting, right? I've been keeping you guys updated. This is what I'm doing on texting, and I can't do that while I'm on the dialer, right? So I think that I'm just going to combine the two, just do lead generation, lead follow up videos. Lead generation, just know that I may be doing cold calling and texting. And you will know because I'll still update you on the warmer leads that I'm generating through texting. It's just not going to be a specifically dedicated live stream for texting. So I think that'll be not only beneficial for you guys, but beneficial for me as well. Because again, that'll allow me to stay on the dialer for much longer. And it'll just increase, it'll 2x my marketing because I'll just be doing both at the same time as opposed to doing one day, one the other day, back to the other day. I'm just going to 2x and um, doing both at the same time. So hopefully that's something that you guys will be able to take something away from. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that hopped in here. We're getting a few spammers in here every once in a while. So if you ever see me delete somebody's message, it's because they hopped in and they commented some spam shit. Um, and I just automatically remove them. So it's no big deal for me to do that right now, but sooner or later, I'm gonna see if anybody's down to take on the role and responsibility of being moderator here, so that they can just delete these for me. Um, you know, again, I'm not big time, so I don't have any issue with doing that right now. It only takes me a quick second, but just to kind of put those feelers out there, let you know that's something that I'm thinking about. I also mentioned that I'm gonna get some YouTube thumbnails as well, just so that I can maybe improve and increase my click through rate so that it's just not a picture of me on the cover of these videos every single time. So be on the lookout for that as well. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna probably do cold calling and follow up tomorrow. Oh no, I'm not gonna be back tomorrow. Thursday is when I'm gonna be back. Um, Thursday, I'm going to be back with cold calls and follow ups just leading into the end of the year. Really, my main goal is for the rest of this week is to follow up with everybody and determine. I have a little whiteboard here where I've written down my warmest leads. I want to prioritize my hottest leads moving into the beginning of next year so that I don't waste my time with anybody else who is wishy washy or, you know, may be interested, but not right now. Like I just want to talk to the people who want to sell in the beginning of the year. All those people who I've talked to over the course of the past 30 to 60 days who told me they don't want to sell until the beginning of next year, I'm gonna call all those people first. And I don't want to waste my time again with anybody who's, maybe a lead or kind of cold lead or they showed a little bit of interest. For the rest of the week, I'm going to be organizing all my data, all my leads, all my follow ups so that the first 2 weeks of January, I'm only talking to motivated sellers. And yeah, pretty much it. Prioritizing, like I said. So I got my hottest ones here on the board. I'm going to continue adding to those. And I'm going to be very particular, very picky about the ones that I'm considering hot leads that I'm going to follow up with. So that's that. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that jumped in here today. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate. Happy Hanukkah if that's what you celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa if that's what you celebrate. To each his own. I hope you guys are going to be safe and have a fun New Year's Eve. I'm going to see you guys before then. So until Thursday, appreciate everyone. You guys do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell if you haven't already. I tend to go live once a day, Monday through Friday, covering everything wholesaling real estate, specifically virtually wholesaling real estate, as that's what I'm doing here. Again, my name is Derek. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Till Thursday. Peace.